Alright, good morning, Internet. Good morning. Eric Arnold, the Big E here in the sports barn. It is about quarter to midnight on Monday, January 20th. Well, let me put my video production hat on here and give you the truth. I'm annoyed. We had first tonight. Got out here early, did my thing. It was like 9 o'clock. I shot my video. It was long because we have 9 picks for you on Tuesday, January 21st, coming up. And I go back to the house and I don't know what I did, but I screwed something up. Transferring the file from the phone to the computer to get it up to YouTube. Somehow the file got corrupted and basically we lost the whole thing. So here we are starting all over again in the frigid goddamn sports barn. Good news for you, because that video was so goddamn long that a subscriber X tells me I've got to keep these things shorter. As much as I like to hear the sound of my own voice, I think he's probably to some degree right, as little as I want to give subscriber X credit. So we're going to rip through this pretty quick. Because I'm cold and I want to go in and I'm tired and what have you. So let's get to it. Old business. Thank you for being here. If I haven't said that already, thanks for being here. I hope you enjoy the videos. Our record is 29-21, which is, hell, I'll take that all day long. It was a pretty average weekend. We split 3 wins, 3 losses. The bad news was college basketball. North Dakota did not come through for us at North Dakota State. Probably could have gone either way. We lost 83-74. That's 9 points. We were getting 7.5. Probably could have gone either way. This was disappointing. We had a 3-star, our top rating on Drake. Which I viewed as an up-and-coming basketball team out of the Missouri Valley. They got their asses kicked, 66-49. They were never in it. It was basically a pick-em game. They were getting 1.5 points. The only thing I can say positive there is, as I predicted, the money came down hard on Drake. By the time it tipped off, they were 1.5 point favorites. We got it getting 1.5 points, so the thing moved 3 points in our favor. Good for us, except it's still just another goddamn loss. So, well, you know, what can you do? This was a winner, 2 stars. Loyola Chicago, good for them. 62-50, we were laying 3.5. W. And then this one, to wrap up the day on Sunday, was Cal getting 8 points at UCLA, holding UCLA to 50 points, getting 8 points, and we still managed to lose because Cal managed to only get 40. I mean, Jesus, you really can't score when that's what you get, 40 points. Nice. I mean, anymore now, I mean, these teams, they play such hard defense, all of them. All the coaches know that's the key to winning, and God, he gets some low scores here. So 50-40, we lose. Could have gone either way. If Cal could have just lucked in one more basket, they had like 17 baskets lip out there in the second half. So that could have gone either way. Bad luck there. So 1-3 in the college basketball. The good news is we're getting our crystal ball back on track with the NFL. The divisional round was uncharacteristically poor. We went 1-3, but now we're starting to see it a little clearer, I think. We predicted that Kansas City and San Francisco would win and cover, and both did, pretty easily, I think. So those are solid W's for us. So that gave us 3-3. I'll take it. Like I said, 29-21 since we started making these videos. I'm happy with that. I'll take that all day long. Super Bowl. Let's talk Super Bowl. Super Bowl. Kansas City, San Francisco. The line is out on this. And to me, it's somewhat surprising. The line is the Chiefs are a point and a half favorites, depending on which sport book you look at. I think that's odd. When we were watching the end of the San Francisco game, by the second half, you knew San Francisco was going to win. I mean, they were up 27-0 at half. So you could sit there and kind of look into the future and say, well, it's going to be Kansas City and San Francisco. What do you think the line will be? My brother and I, we said it'd be San Francisco by 3. So we're kind of surprised by this. My viewpoint on that could change, and we're going to have some time to talk about this. A week, 2 weeks before the actual game. So I may talk myself out of this, but at the moment, I think you're getting a gift there, getting a point and a half with San Francisco. Definitely, that I got a strong initial feel with the 49ers. So like I said, that's not my final answer, Regis. I may talk myself out of it and do something stupid, but that's the way we're leaning at the moment. All right, let's rip through these January 21st Tuesday night basketball games before I freeze to death out here. Where were we? In the time it's in take 2 here, I've been moving these numbers around left, right. I did the initial handicapping this afternoon. From the time that happened to the time I made the first video to now, some of these numbers have moved like 2-3 times. They've moved 2-3 points. I'm starting to, really come to the conclusion that it is advantageous to get these games as early as possible. That generally speaking, the sides I'm coming down with are where everybody else is coming down with, and everybody else betting early would be. I hate to say this because I'm lumping myself in with these people, but I would say it's the sharp money. I mean, who the hell else is betting these games a day in advance? So that's all I can think of. But for example, here in the very first game, Toledo beat a 2.5 point favorite at Ohio. We like Toledo, 3 stars. We wrote all this down in the previous video that you're never going to see. But that line initially was, I believe, a point and a half, and now it's already moved up to 2.5. It's not even midnight yet. I think it could move another point and a half by tomorrow, by tip-off. And who in the hell is betting on Toledo? I only know one person from Toledo, and I can't imagine that guy's moved that line that far. No, I don't believe it. So, as I said, I really coming to a conclusion that to be a winner, bet early. That's what I'm starting to think. Which is one of the reasons why I make these goddamn videos in the middle of the night, because I think the sooner I can get it to you, the more valuable it is to you. You're welcome. All right, so Toledo, Georgia, getting 11.5 points from Kentucky. We like Georgia. The thinking there is Kentucky's coming off a nice solid road win at Arkansas. That's a tough place to play. We think this is a real nice place for them to just take a break. That game was late Saturday afternoon. So you're kind of getting them on short rest. Not a lot of time to give Georgia a second thought other than we're a lot better than they are. And that's exactly what we want them thinking. So we'll take the 11.5 and hope Georgia can just muck it up enough to stay close with Kentucky. This is a little off our normal beaten path here for all of 1 star. Purdue, 5.5 point favorites over Illinois. We just are not buying Illinois. We like Matt Painter with Purdue. We like him more than Brad Underwood with Illinois. Underwood's still a prove-it guy to me. I'm going to let him beat me. Go ahead, beat me, dude. I'll take Painter. That's a tough place to play out there at Mackey Arena. Ohio State, we always have goddamn trouble out there. All kind of trouble. They just blew Tom Izzo and Michigan State out of the building. I mean, so we're not the only ones that have trouble out there. So we're looking to see if Purdue can just have a nice, solid blowout win there, laying the 5.5 against Illinois. 1 star for that. We're probably going to regret this one, but not much. We put 1 star on it just because we know we're going to regret it. Maryland, laying 6.5 at Northwestern. Maryland is so much better than Northwestern, it's not funny. They should be able to just throw their sneakers on the floor and win by 10. But, I really don't think they're going to. That's why I put 1 star on it. I just don't think, I just don't trust these guys. But, I had to at least put it down there. Why not? It's maybe you're saying, well, I love Maryland. I mean, they're going to kill Northwestern. Yeah, they absolutely should. But will they? I don't know. We'll find out. All right. Whatever, that was 4. We got 9 total. Number 5, Northern Illinois out of the MAC. We like them for 2 stars. They're getting 9 points at Kent State. I think this is another theory of Kent State was on the road. They're coming home. They're laying a bunch of points to a not very good team. Good time for Kent State to take a break, possibly. We'll take the points. Number 6, we really talked ourselves into this one, but perhaps we're not the only ones. Kansas State getting 14.5 at Fog Allen at Kansas. I think Kansas is a really, really tough team. I was impressed by them the other night when they got the W for us at Oklahoma. I like their coach. I think Bill Self is an absolutely solid coach. I do not think much of Kansas State's coach, so I really don't like these bad coaching matchups where I'm on the short end of the coach matchup. Oh, we're getting paid for it, 14.5, so I guess I'll take it. This is, like Frank Drebin says, you take a chance when you get up in the morning, you take a chance when you cross the street, or when you stick your face in the fan. So we're sticking our face in the fan with this one for 2 stars. That was 17 this morning, or this afternoon, 17. So you could say the smart money's piling in on Kansas State. One other, again, I really had to talk myself into this, but there was a lot to talk about. I looked at Kansas's record on the Pomeroy website, and he distinguishes the type of games he calls the really tough games A games. He calls the middling games B games, and the real easy ones he doesn't distinguish at all. He just has no designation on those. Well, the last 7 games Kansas has played, they're all listed as A games. A, and down the line. And then there's this one. This has nothing on it, i.e. an easy game. If I'm one of the Kansas kids and I just played 7 A games and now we got this is like a vacation. I'm taking the day off. So that's what they're thinking. They're going to take the day off and Kansas State will be able to just hang close to them. Kansas State just had a nice win against West Virginia, who's kicking the ass and taking names right now. So, Kansas State, everything, all the planets align, and they have a nice game, they could stay close with those guys. Could happen. 14.5 points, a lot of points. So, all right, that was a lot of talk about that game. Here's a good game. Here's a game that is going to be on every TV, if you want it to be. Butler, Villanova. Butler is getting 4.5 points. This is another one. This opened at 2, and now it moved 2.5 points into me, where, you know, we like Villanova, and that's where the money's going. Villanova is the Big East beast, if you will. I don't know if they're the champion. I've lost track of that stuff. But I know they've won 2 titles in the last 5 years out of the Big East. No other Big East team's done that. So Jay Wright, I'd say he's the best coach in the country, coach of Villanova. This game's being played at their small arena on campus, which holds, I think, all of like 7,000 people. That place is going to be a hard sellout. Not a seat in the place is going to be empty. They're not playing at the cavernous Wells Fargo Arena. It's on campus, hard sellout. Butler, they are coming off 2 losses. They were off to such a good start, 15-1. Now they're 15-3. This is a prove-it game for Butler and their coach, who's a young guy, an up-and-coming guy, possibly, but, you know, prove it to me, man. You're getting 4.5 points. You're facing the best team in the conference, I say. Or, you know, this is a showdown, really. These are the top 2 teams. Okay, Butler, here's your chance. Go beat them. Go beat them. I don't think you can. I'm taking Villanova. I'm laying the 4.5. All right, last, 8-9. Texas Tech. They're laying 3 at TCU. I mean, there's another one that they moved a point or 2 already. I got to get these videos up sooner, I guess. Well, at any rate, we like Texas Tech. We don't like them that much. We put 1 star on it. I think the problem is that too many of you people saw Texas Tech come that close to winning it all last year. And, you know, their coach, he's pretty personable. He's a good coach. And, you know, he gets his name on the internet a lot. So I think you're paying a bit of a premium with Texas Tech. Were this game taking place last year, Texas Tech probably would have been getting a few points. But as it is, we're laying 3. That's maybe a little few more than I wanted, so we'll give it 1 star. And lastly, we got crummy San Jose State, one of the worst teams not in a mid-major. Pomeroy ranking at 282. They're getting 11.5 points from New Mexico. This was an hour or 2 ago, 14. Now it's 11.5. So we'll take it at 11.5, sure. In New Mexico's just so. It's going to be a sparse crowd in that arena. They don't draw out there like they used to. I don't have a whole lot more rationale than that. So, to recap, 3 stars, Toledo, 2 stars, Georgia, 1 star, Purdue, 1 star, Maryland, 2 stars, Northern Illinois, 2 stars, Kansas State, 2 stars, Villanova, 1 star for Texas Tech, 2 stars for San Jose State, 9 games, and that's what we have. I don't know when the next video is going to be made. My Tuesday is pretty busy, and I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get to the Wednesday games. I certainly would like to, because there's a giant slate of games for Wednesday. One good piece of information. My model, I think, was I tweaked it a little bit here in the last day and a half, and I think we're starting to get a little more efficient with it, where I'm starting to be able to generate a few more games, where it's not, you know, instead of 20, 25 games a week, maybe we could up that number to 35, 40. You know, no promises, but, you know, it's possible. It's possible. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, I was happy we were able to generate 9 games for you here. We'll see what happens. I'll do the best I can to get another video for you late tomorrow night, but no promises. It may not happen. So, hey, if you're new, thanks for being here. Think about coming back and check it out again. See if I can keep the winners going. Hey, ride the hot hand, right? We're 29-21, so you might want to stop back and see if we can keep it going. Or tell your friends. But anyway, thanks. thanks for being here. For all of you who are not from the United States, extra thanks for being here. And I'll see you again. Welcome. Good morning. Eric Arnold saying good morning.